Hello and welcome to Copperhead Road Homestead. I've got one of my raised beds over here, the only one. This is my first one that I've constructed. I'm going to be talking about it a bit today. If that's something you're interested in, then stay tuned. If not, check out some of our videos below and come back another time. Come and see what we're doing. All right, so this is the very first raised bed that I've constructed. And what I did was I constructed it out of roof decking. I think this is 1 by 10 or 1 by 12. I got one of the cheapest boards that they had at the lumber yard. My wife wanted a few raised beds, so I constructed this. All I did was I took some 2x4s and cut them about the right size, and I screwed them to each side. Very, very easy to construct. I filled it with some old logs that I had, and I'm gonna go and get some old hay that hasn't fully composted yet from the cow pen, and I'm going to put it in here, and then I might get some other soil to put on top of that. This is another experiment that we're doing. We've also tried the black plastic. If you haven't seen the black plastic video, it's going to be right up here. I'll leave a card for it up there. But this is another experiment, and we could probably fit 2 rows of plants so you can reach on either side. I would make this double this height, but I didn't, and I'm not going to right now. If I make more, I might make them that size, but we're experimenting here and trying to do what works. You see here, I've got it filled up. In our cow paddock, we are trying to build up the pasture, so we're putting hay here one time and hay here one time and then hay somewhere else, putting hay different places every single time when we have to hay the cows. Some got in the road, so all of this is the hay and the manure and the dirt and stuff that's gotten in the road. I kind of scraped it up and I put it in the bucket, and then I dumped it here. This is about 2 loads worth. So what I've got to do next is scatter this out a little bit, and then I'm going to get some potting soil or some compost or some other high quality fill to put on top of this to actually plant in the soil. So I'll show you what I'm doing next. I don't have all the potting soil or the compost, what I'm going to do next to put on top, but this will be working and getting ready as we're waiting to finish planting in the next couple of weeks. So take a look at what I do. I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. So I got that spread out. It probably wouldn't hurt for me to put another little bit in there. And I might go get the tractor and put just a little bit more in there. And what I'll do next is just put a little bit of soil on top of this so I can plant directly in there. Now in an ideal world, I would have had this done this last fall, and this would have been sitting and waiting and stewing and getting ready all winter long and early into the spring, but I didn't. This is gonna work. If it's not perfect and it don't work well this year, then it's gonna get even better, because all that hay and all that wood and all that stuff in there is gonna break down and make the soil richer and richer, and you're gonna get all that nice fungi in there as well. So if you are looking for some ways, some places to plant, then you can do the black plastic. Again, there's that link that I've already had up there, or you can do this way. Both ways are things that we're gonna do on our homestead this year, and we'd love to see you follow along with us. And I'm gonna get inside before I get too wet from all of this rain. I made some phone calls this afternoon for the compost that I wanna put on the top, for the top soil. I didn't really want to purchase bags of stuff from the big box store, because I probably wanna do a few more of these. I found a couple of sources, or I found one source that was adequate, but they're not going to have it until early May, and that's a municipal source around here. They take the wood chips and they take people's yard waste and they compost it, they turn it. So what I'll probably end up doing with this one, so I can go ahead and plant it, is I'll go ahead and put a few bags of the soil from the big box stores on top of this so I can plant directly in that, and then it can go down and it can get better and better. And then in May I'll probably get a truckload of this nice compost, because I'm not self-sufficient with compost just yet. Now, I will be. I've got this big pile of wood chips. I've got to wait for that to decompose. Most of our chickens and animals are free range and pasture range, so their compost goes directly where they are, because I feed most of our scraps to our pigs. So we're going to be doing that, and then we'll be finished with this, and I will show you. We're not going to wait till May to plant this. Whenever I plant this, I'll take you along on that. But we do appreciate you being here. We want you to stay tuned and watch for more information coming up. If you like this sort of thing, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a notification. You'll see everything that we're doing here because we've got lots more content to come. I try to post just about every single day. Appreciate all of your encouragement. Keep it up. Until next time, thanks.